Hello. We are at the East Bearskin entry point. We're actually at Bearskin Lodge. We've got Kelsey and Max and Kari. Yellow. Ready to go. So we're gonna finish packing up here and get out on the water. We'll see you later. We're nearing the end of East Bearskin Lake. We just passed by the entry to the Boundary Waters sign that designates that we're in the wilderness now. So the motorboats are here in the distance. Shouldn't hear much more of those as we keep going. Walking back on the Portage Trail, there's some massive pine trees that I wanted to get a look at. So I'm gonna just go back and hopefully get some pictures. And don't know how well it'll reflect on the camera, but we'll see. Lake?
Yeah.
Cool. Yeah, let's check it out.
We should probably stop though and check it.
Yeah, let's take a peek at it.
Yeah.
It should be like over here somewhere though. You guys want to check out the peninsula one?
We are at our campsite here for the night. We're on Pier Lake, which is not where we thought we would be, but we got a really nice little site here that should work fine. We started out today on East Bearskin, paddled across that into Alder Lake, and then looked around on Alder. There were quite a few people out on Alder, some groups that were out scouting sites, and we ended up not taking any of the sites that were open. They weren't fantastic, so we kept going. We went up to Canoe Lake. Those were all taken. So we came back down, and you can actually, I'll show it on the map here, but you can work your way over to Pier Lake. And there's 3 sites allegedly on this lake. We found 2 of the 3. The one that we're at seemingly is the only one that's any good. So anyway, we're happy with where we're at for the night. One thing we've noticed here is that the water is somehow milky. We don't understand it. It's some kind of science. I don't know if you'll be able to see this or not, but the water's very murky everywhere. It doesn't clear up anywhere. We paddled the whole lake, and it was like this everywhere. I don't know if you can really tell. It's probably not going to be very noticeable on the camera, but we'll see if the fish care or not.
It's a roaring fire. Try not to burn them. It's very difficult. You're great. You need a break? I'm gonna take over.
How many rods are a mile? 320. Oh.
Yeah.
We're getting on the water here. We're leaving Pier Lake. We're gonna head up to Canoe. We have briefly in Alder and then up to Canoe. And then we'll do the long portage into Pine Lake, which is where the hiking trail to Johnson Falls is. So we're gonna do that. I think it's full sun today. There aren't any clouds. It's supposed to be pretty warm, so should be a good day to do the falls, get some swimming in. So hopefully if all goes according to plan, well, that'll be where we pick up next. See you later. We just finished the portage from Canoe Lake over to Pine, and it was pretty brutal. I definitely wouldn't want to do it the other direction. From Canoe, it's a really steep up out of the lake, really steep for a decent amount of distance, and then it's a lot of downhill. So I can't even imagine doing it the other direction. We're not sure it was as long as it was marked on the map. I think they said it was 400 something. I'm not sure about that, but it was a long portage. So now we're on to we set our gear down off to the side and we're on our way. We're walking on the trail that goes up to Johnson Falls now. So we will see you up at the falls.
Here's Johnson Falls. Hello!
We just left Pine Lake. We portaged into Little Caribou, and now we are headed to the portage to get into regular Caribou Lake. Looking for basically the first campsite we can get here, and then do day trips from that. So we'll see. Hopefully we find a site on Caribou. We don't have to go elsewhere, but we'll check in later. I'm gonna take a break and give a tour of the campsite. We're on Caribou Lake.
Right? Or is it just Caribou and the other one's just here with little?
And we got the first campsite, if you were coming from the east. Lots of tent pads. Is a beautiful site. Come up here, there's multiple tent pads here. Max and Carrier set up here. Got the fire grate and the seating area. Lots of good seats here. We're set up down here. We've got many different landing options here. It's a very shallow gradual entry with a little beach. We had our chairs sitting out here earlier. It's just gorgeous, but Caribou Lake is beautiful. All right, we are currently trying to acquire some surf for our turf so we can do surf and turf. So Kari's gonna rig up a crayfish trap.
Yep. It's not a real active sport.
Okay. Probably by like spectating. You probably have to be patient here, guys.
Do you see one?
Have you seen her do this before?
Pops down. All right, we're on the board.
1 point. 1 point. Want to see it?
Yep. Oh, that's my shoe.
He's climbing up. You gotta get him in the pot before he escapes.
Get him in the pot.
All right. Here, let's. All right, cooking steak, cooking potatoes, and catching crayfish. What is that? Yeah, how many did you get?
Thanks. I'm happy.
Woo! All right,
Oh,
so
you're
this
gonna
is
like
Kari's
that. Yeah.
Kari's concoction here. Pancakes with covered in peanut butter and maple syrup.
Yeah.
Good morning. We're heading out for a day trip. We're on Caribou Lake, and we haven't really told Max and Kari what the plan is, but it's a kind of a surprise. We're gonna paddle all the way down Caribou, portage into Clearwater Lake, and then find the Palisades hiking trail that takes us up to the Palisades overlooking Clearwater Lake. So and then we're gonna come back down and paddle Clearwater, and then kind of come back into Caribou. Our campsite's right by the portage to Caribou, so it should be a really nice little loop for the day. So we'll see you later. Yeah. This is quite the climb. Wow. All right. They're still fighting. Holy moly. Whoa, 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 whoa. Some big boys. Whoa.
Beautiful bass.
Beautiful smallies.
Last evening, sun just set. We got beautiful sky. Ooh, a fish just jumped.
The one we have is a 3-person, but it's just slightly wider. It tapers at the feet too, but it's like slightly wider than that one. Yeah. So you've got room on either side for a little bit of stuff. Yeah, this is perfect for us. Good morning. It's day 4. Pretty early in the morning, about 7:30. We're heading out, start our paddle out of the park. We've got to paddle back across Caribou Lake this morning and then drop down into a couple of smaller lakes and ultimately into East Bearskin and back out where we started. Yesterday we did the Palisades Trail over on Clearwater up to the top of the Palisades. It's just gorgeous, absolutely worth it. And then we paddled back on Clearwater, which was into the wind. It was very tough paddle, but we did it. That's a long lake, and that was a challenge to paddle into the wind because there's really nowhere you can stop, so or get any break from the wind. But we had a lot of fun. And yeah, nothing else really planned for this trip, so we're just gonna make our way out. We're on to Deer Lake. We didn't see anybody on Caribou Lake, so I think we had the lake to ourselves last night, which is kind of crazy given how many people we saw earlier in our trip. But all the campsites were open. They all looked really nice too. So, but we're on to Deer. We're on to Moon Lake. It's about 8:45. It's just a beautiful morning, very peaceful and calm. The lakes, the smaller lakes anyway, have been just glass. Very, very calm. Yeah, we're just gonna finish up here. We've got to paddle East Bearskin, and then we'll probably see you in the parking lot as we're packing up and heading out. We've reached the end.
Yeah.
We're back at Bearskin Lodge. We just finished our trip. We had a wonderful time, wonderful day of paddling. It was so calm out on the water. Yeah, really nice end to the trip. We're all packed up. We had a fabulous trip. Anything you guys want to say?
Unbelievable. Perfect weather, great fishing, fantastic food.
Good company, right?
Good, oh yeah, good company. Yeah, that was actually the best part.
Perfection.